and we're taking a look at Burger King. Burger King, Landon, really?
Whoa, home of the
Burger
Whopper.
King, it's almost lunchtime.
It is almost lunchtime.
That's right, that's right.
But we're having a discussion about Burger King. Burger King and this new Impossible Burger that they have, which is vegan, right?
That's right, yeah. So, you know, Burger King owned by QSR. They also have Tim Hortons and Popeyes. I don't have the chart for them, but their data is very strong overall as a company. Purchase intents at all-time highs, stocks near all-time highs, is doing very well. But one thing that we noticed is over the course of the last few years is people are talking less and less about Burger King. And that kind of, I guess, bottomed out around middle of 2017 or so. It started to kind of pick back up a little bit. And you know, one of the things we do at LikeFolio is we not only look at companies and brands and products and how people are talking about them, but we also look at overall macro trends. And one of the things that's really been picking up lately is vegan diets. And so you would think obviously that would go against Burger King. And so we kind of see that, you know, sort of an X pattern on this chart as Burger King purchase intent declines, vegans going up. And what's interesting is that Burger King has got this Impossible Burger, which, Kevin, I know you probably get 1 or 2 a week. That has to be your favorite thing. It's basically a meatless burger. It's supposed to look like, taste like, even has the same amount of calories as a burger, but it's, I guess, the ethical or the vegan way. So interesting that Burger King is making this move. I think that they're very aware of the fact that you know, an all meat menu is an all non-vegan menu is not going well, and people are less and less happy with that. But now they're starting to take a step, or at least experiment, dip their toe into the water of trying something new out. And so we're very interested to see how this plays out, because they just released it to a very limited market, and we're just getting early data on it. But it's a pretty interesting concept to have a burger joint release a non-burger on their menu.
If I ever did go vegan, Landon, my diet would slowly but surely whittle its way down to Oreos, and just Oreos three meals a day. But Jenny Horn is educating me on what this burger is, this new meatless burger. And yeah, I don't know if I'm their target market, but I'm relatively sure that Jenny is their target market. So I'm going to pass over to Jenny. Jenny, get involved here with this discussion, because I don't know what is it?
Impossible Burger.
Impossible Burger. So
it's impossible that I'm going to have one. Is my answer.
You say that, but it's so easy to go vegan. You could eat so many things that aren't
Oreos.
I mean, you could eat this burger bleeds. It's really cool. And I'm not vegan, but I try these different things, and it's really cool. And it's really well received on social media today. So, I mean, love it or hate it, the burger is doing a really good job. I mean, I know there's such a small percent of the population that actually is vegan. I think it's around like 3%, and 5% is vegetarian. But it is always cool to have this option, because it makes, like, Burger King now is so sustainable to people that are vegan, are vegetarian.
But I think, like, vegan, vegetarian, that calorie-wise, it's going to be less.
It's not.
But it's not any better for you.
No, because there's soy, there's things that are same calories.
Yeah.
I'm pretty educated.
What about
on
gluten?
The Impossible.
Is there gluten in this?
Some, I mean.
Well, there's got to be gluten in the bread, obviously.
Right. I mean, there's gluten in some of them, but you could be gluten-free and vegan pretty easily now.
Right.
And this is a market that's only growing. I mean, they say that the market for plant-based products is up to now $3.3 billion, which is 20% more than it was year over year. So it's growing. I mean, even though it's such a small amount of the population, these voices are definitely the loudest on social media, and people are really, really happy about this with Burger King.
Okay, read our first tweet. I'm staying out of this conversation for the most part.
It's really you and Landon having a little moment here.
I know. So our first tweet is from Marietta, who says, plant-based meat sales are rising. Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat are investments of Microsoft's Bill Gates, who's won over carnivores with plant-based products that look and taste like meat now at Burger King. I love this. No cattle were harmed in the production of this burger. So they're only rolling this out right now in St. Louis, but they say if it's received well, it'll be eventually nationwide. I mean, is this enough to be meaningful for their revenue?
No, I think it's a good idea
by game changer.
By the management team here, realizing that, hey, a portion of our population is growing that's vegan and vegetarian, so we better start catering to them. Do you see that in your data, Landon, where you're seeing people's taste turn a little bit as far as brand awareness and the products that they're consuming?
Absolutely. And you know, we talk a lot about what LikeFolio does, and of course we sell to individual traders, we sell to hedge funds and quant funds, but we also have corporate clients. We have some in the food space that are very closely monitoring these kind of trends. And so it's not surprising to me that Burger King is picking up on this and taking moves to kind of get ahead of it, because like Jenny talks about, vegan and that entire movement is up tremendously year over year, and the curve is starting to accelerate. And so the fact that a company like Burger King, who would probably be the last one you would pick into getting into something like this, like vegan, is the fact that they're doing that says a lot about the forward-looking aspect of their management. So I think it's a good sign for the company that they're able to experiment a little bit and get ahead of this. They obviously are getting quality research similar to ours that's showing that vegan is picking up tremendously.
And the stock for all this is QSR, Restaurant Brands International.
Yeah, and that stock's had a nice run.
Had a nice run. You're exactly right. Down
months.
from $50 in late December up to $66.
Yep, and it's comparing well against McDonald's.
That company has.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Landon.
That company's. The revenue is about 2/3 Burger King, and then the other third is made up by Tim Hortons and Popeyes. So it's mostly Burger King, but the revenue is also Tim Hortons and Popeyes.
You put the stickler in there. Popeyes, man, that place is growing leaps and bounds. Popeyes chicken. But Jenny, you got another tweet
That's
for us.
right.
Popeyes chicken is pretty good. I don't know. Impossible Burger.
Is there anything
Popeyes.
that you haven't tried?
I know. I get pretty excited when we talk about
It's
food.
a big fork in the road you're talking about right there. Do I go meatless or Popeye's chicken?
Both equally delicious, but our next tweet is from Jean Mark Mari, who says, "Are you ready for Burger King's Impossible Whopper? Could make me switch from McDonald's." So,
Whoa.
I know it's a big topic on social media today. White Castle and Red Robin also carry the Impossible Burger, so I don't know if this will necessarily impact much this person's decision to go to McDonald's, but it is a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, Landon, speaking of McDonald's, what type of data are you guys seeing in McDonald's? Because, that stock's been doing pretty well over the last year and a half also.
Yeah, strong data, and they've made a good move. McDonald's has over the last 2 or 3 years to moving in a little bit more healthy direction. I think the entire market has to be going that way. Burger King or QSR is taking it a step further with this meatless burger. But yeah, McDonald's has been on that path for a while, and we've seen happiness and purchase intent rise because of that. So good move by them. I think it's just interesting that Burger King's taking it to the next level. And you made a good point earlier about the calories. I think a Whopper is 660 and the Impossible Whopper is 630. So you're not saving anything as far as calorie goes. It's still protein and fat. It's just fake meat instead of real meat. It's kind of strange.
I have nothing.
I think we
Better for the environment.
Come on, Kevin.
All right.
White Castles. Tomorrow we talk about White Castles.
All right.
Sample all the Impossible Burgers.
Right.
Let's bring us something better tomorrow instead of vegan burgers there, Landon. But hey, thanks for all the data. And that's actually interesting, QSR as a stock symbol for Burger King. Appreciate it.